very interesting because you talk about collaboration, you talk about purpose, you talk
Right.
about values, and yet the business that you're in, fashion, is one like many others that, at least the stereotype is that this
Right.
can be somewhat cutthroat,
Yes.
very
Yes.
competitive,
Yes.
very diva-like
yeah.
in some ways.
Right.
And so
I'm a terrible diva.
how does one survive in the industry
Yeah.
with a very different approach to business?
Well, it's funny because I really don't actually think of myself as a fashion designer or even in the fashion business, partly because I wasn't trained that way. So I think of myself as a designer or a clothing designer, and I think of myself as trying to solve a problem, you know, and help women feel better in themselves and in their clothes, and make it simpler to get dressed in the morning and go to work and be comfortable. Sometimes people call me the anti-fashion designer because I think of myself as what I'm really passionate about is timeless design. I'm always trying to, you know, create something that belongs to the moment, but that will transcend the test of time, will withstand the test of time. When I first started the business, I was very taken with the kimono. I had an opportunity to go to Japan, and the idea that people wore only one shape for 1,000 years in Japan. That idea really, you know, sort of captured me, and I wanted to create clothes that had that kind of staying power.
People say we live in interesting times right now.
Yeah,
It is a time of fear, stress, interdependence. We're a global world. We're a fast-changing world. There's a lot going on. And what do you think leaders of today need to be able to do given that world?
I think it's really important to be able to stay anchored in ourselves, to kind of be mindful is a word that's being used a lot. Yeah, to be able to hold on when things are bumpy, you know, like you're out there trying to steer a ship and sometimes the waves get really big, you know. So these are difficult times. There is tremendous amount of stress, and how to not just try to rise above it or hold on and be present in it. Try to stay, for me, kind of try to stay with it, you know.
How do you work to create an organization where you have great people, where people want to stay, where people want to come and work, where you don't have that oppressiveness that you wanted to get away from?
Well, I think it goes back again to this engagement, this collaborative process, how we actually work, trying to engage people in a lot of different ways and a lot of different levels in the actual thinking about the work, and so that they want to participate. Lately, I think a lot around meaningful things, around people feel really purposefully engaged around a lot of different things that we do around, again, sustainability, or some of the social projects that we do. We do a lot of events in our stores around supporting different charities or nonprofits, and you know, there's a lot of meaning in those aspects, and aside from the work itself, that I think people feel meaningfully connected to the work.